Monday Hoops. Coming up, taking command when his team needs it most. Chauncey Billups and the Denver Nuggets go up against the LA Lakers and their uber-skilled Spaniard, Pau Gasol. Nuggets, Lakers, coming right up.
Arriving earlier, there is Pau Gasol, the Lakers' ever-dependable man in the middle. Greetings from Los Angeles, everyone. The Lakers have a Western Conference contest. On their hands as they play this one here at the Staples Center. A little something to brighten your Monday morning. And good Monday morning to all of you. It's time for the NBA on 2K Sports. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Melo, Martin, and Nene make up the front court trio. Billups and Afflalo are the backcourt. And for the Lakers, Kobe and Artest are the wingmen. Pau and Bynum filling up the middle. And Fisher. The question last year, at least one of the questions was, would the Lakers, Clark, still be as successful with swapping out Artest for Trevor Ariza?
And that's a legitimate question because you never know how the dynamics of a team change when you change personnel.
Right.
So clearly it was something that was going to be a work in progress. It remained to be seen, but I think the play of the Lakers in the postseason kind of answered that. Ron brought an element of toughness and physicality. Now, he can be a little wayward and a little bit of he can be a little wayward with some of his decisions, but typically he overcomes that with his effort and his tenacity and his versatility, I think, at the defensive end of the floor.
And an older guy for a younger, promising, rising player like Trevor Ariza.
Yeah, and in the context of the makeup of the Lakers team, I felt Phil Jackson and the coaching staff and the organization and his teammates felt that this would be a good added piece, and so far that's proven to be true.
Very good point. We'll go to Doris Burke now, who spoke with head coach Phil Jackson. And Doris, what do you have to say?
Kevin, I asked him what their plan of attack will be, and he responded basically by saying that they don't want to make this a three-point shootout. He would strongly prefer to use the talent they have on the inside. He wants most of their shots coming from in close, not long range. Quality low post opportunities is what we're looking for, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Billups inside the line. The shot no good. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way. And thinking of those changes with Artest, I suppose you can also say that both Artest and Ariza are so talented, it doesn't matter which is in there since they have such vast skill sets.
You know what? You can go both ways on that one.
Yeah.
Yes and no, because they are different players. It does change the dynamic of the team. I think Ariza was a consistent three-point threat as well as being an active, energetic defender. Ron has been a little more streaky at the three-point line, but the physicality and the toughness, there's an intimidation factor, I think, that Ron brings to the court that very few other players can bring. Nobody wants to deal with being guarded by Artest over the course of a ball game because he's frustrating, he's physical, and he relishes trying to get you off your game.
I would agree with that. Here's Artest following the basket by Nene. Trying to convert on the alley-oop, but snatched away.
Good anticipation for the steal.
Fisher against Anthony. Gets rid of it. Billups dishes to Anthony. Back to Billups. 4 on the clock. 2 on the clock. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got his second bucket. You look at Carmelo Anthony, Clark strong, quick, a very good jump shot. He's got the goods offensively.
And he's proven himself to be perhaps the most clutch scorer in the NBA. Certainly he's one of them. When things get tight late, he's always ready to step up and take the shot.
And again, no good by the Lakers.
Tough miss. They got a good look, just couldn't capitalize.
And here is Billups. It's blocked. A second chance effort, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Martin. Anthony's got 6.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Outside Artest. Gasol against Martin. Here's Fisher. Kept alive. Here's Gasol. And he flushes it through. Sprite Slam Cam with the replay.
That's why he's got the reputation as one of the NBA's great rebounders, because of putbacks like that.
Well, that's what we've become accustomed to when he gets in position under the glass like that. And the Lakers with some changes. Lamar Odom, he's checked in for Bynum, and Steve Blake is subbed in for Derek Fisher. Chris Anderson is checked in for the Nuggets. Smith comes in for Aaron Aflalo. This two-point guard attack, Clark, this Lawson-Billups tandem, reminiscent of some of the halfback tandems we sometimes see in the NFL.
You know what? A lot of teams in the NFL are going with multiple running backs, and I think you'll see more of that in basketball too, Kevin, where you have multiple point guards that can give you different looks. And Billups, strong, hard-nosed, tough, aggressive, makes big shots, and a tremendous leader. Lawson is more like your compact scat back, a guy who can make things happen even though he's not big.
Great description. And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has some info for us. Doris, take it away.
Guys, there were a lot of questions about whether last season would be Phil Jackson's final one, whether he'd retire. After they won the title and he set a record for most coaching championships, he said he was leaning towards retiring. He decided to return, though, saying, "Count me in." After a couple of weeks of deliberation, it's time to get back to the challenge of putting together a team that can defend its title. It'll be the last stand for me, and I hope it's a grand one. Guys, good to have him back.
It certainly is. Thank you, Doris. Taken away by Anthony. With the finish. Oh, what? Rips in the ferocious jam.
That's hoops like it was meant to be, Kevin.
Powerful. Clark, even the sound of that dunk was massive.
Yeah, it was wicked.
Lakers trail by 6. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Gasol, blocked. Outside, Billups. The open shot, Anthony, and in there. Off the nice pick that time. Anthony's got 10 points in the game.
He's really doing a nice job leading his team and setting a terrific pace this quarter. He's been absolutely dominant.
That's going to do it for the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 8.
They're playing lockdown D, Kevin. As a coach, you can't ask for anything more.
And we'll get back to the action right after this. And the second quarter about to get underway. Here's Fisher. So with Billups on the bench. Here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. Ty Lawson and J.J. Smith, they're manning the back. Carmelo Anthony and Al Harrington make up the full post. And Anderson. Here's Fisher. Pass to Artest. Covered by Anthony. His first shot of the game. And it's Artest missing. A lot of questions on Artest as to who's going to fit with the Lakers. I think they're deep playoff on answer those questions.
I had a little sentiment about I mean, he came in and he found his role, being the defensive stop. Took him a little longer to find out to come up with offense.
Now here's Anthony. After one on Artest. It's blocked. Now Smith defending. Artest to Fisher. Poked away. Outside Anthony. Guarded by Blake. Watson outside. Shot clock at 5. Anthony backing him down. Buries the free throw line jumper. Anthony's got 12 points in the game. And with Artest on the Lakers locker room, they love having him there.
Why wouldn't they? He's a physical presence. All he wants to do is win. He competes and plays hard. Every time he steps between the lines, that's the kind of teammate you want.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Matt Barnes is checked in for Artest. Kobe comes in for Steve Blake. And it's Brown in for Derek Fisher. The Nuggets also changing it up. Nene comes in for Chris Anderson. And it's a follow in for Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, what a great look at getting inside. That's the way to find him when he's ready to score.
Here's Brown. About 3.5 minutes left in the second. Now let's check in with the third member of our crew, Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, as you know, the philosophy of Denver Nuggets head coach George Karl is emphasizing a lot of free throws and points in the paint. He says the free throw is the second best shot in basketball. First is a layup. So, guys, last season, the Nuggets did them proud. They were tops in the league in free throws made and fourth in shots at the rim. Sounds like a winning combination, guys.
All right, thank you, Doris.
The defender couldn't get around the pick, and his help didn't show up in time. Nice play for the layup right there.
Kobe with it.
Boy, the turnovers are piling up pretty quickly here. We've seen them doing quite a bit of sloppy ball handling.
That's their third turnover in this quarter. Here is Lawson. Inside, Afflalo. Again, the Nuggets score.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
To Bryant. Pass to Bynum. Nene on him. Bynum kicks it to Odom. Will it go? And that one's good. Barnes. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Now, Lawson. No points for him. Nene down low. Bynum on him. Here's Afflalo. Blocked. So it's the Lakers now. Trailing by 13. Harrington against Bynum. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Bynum's got his first points of the game. You know, Kobe battled injuries last season, a broken index finger that became arthritic, but somehow he still found a way to lead his team.
Testimony to his will, Kevin. I mean, you think about it, 27 points a game, fourth in the league in scoring. Cold-blooded, the best finisher perhaps in the league. And when the Lakers need a big shot, he typically comes through.
And so here is Denver, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Here's Afflalo. 6 points for him.
Again, another turnover for him. He needs to do a better job of knowing where the defense is.
Bryant backs in. Back to Bynum. Takes it up. And he gets the bucket. Foul is called. One free throw for him. You're talking about his turnovers. That's 2 this quarter.
Yeah, and that's a lot, Kevin. He's handling the ball, and he's just being a little careless with it. He has to be aware of where the defense is and then do a good job of trying to keep his body between the ball and the defender so he's not turning it over as much.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Pau Gasol's checked in for Odom. Blake comes in for Kobe. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Shannon Brown. So it's the Lakers now. 11-point game. And Bynum backing in. Kenyon Martin comes up with the rebound. Now here's Billups. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Outside Anthony. Back to Billups. Jacks up a three, and no good trying to get that one. And the first half is now in the books.
Melo having a terrific game. He has 14 points and a couple of steals for him also. He's carrying them right now. He scored over half of their points.
The Nuggets on top, up by 11.
Welcome to HP at the half. We got a blowout underway in Los Angeles. The Nuggets on a tear right now. Close-range shots, their bread and butter early on, a gigantic lead in points in the paint. It's been a Carmelo Anthony clinic in this one against the defense of the Lakers. He's up to 14 points. He's also added a couple steals. There's no quit in the Lakers. They came to win. They've been airtight with their defensive rebounding. No second-chance looks. Andrew Bynum is their top scorer. He's chipped in with a few points and also has helped out with a few steals. That's going to do it for this edition of At the Half. Now let's get back out to Kevin and Clark.
And welcome back as we begin the second half. Thus far, a somewhat one-sided game. Here's Fisher. Seeing Denver in action, they had a losing record on the road, though, Clark, 19-22 last year.
Yeah, and they were the only team in the West, Kevin, to make the playoffs with a losing road record. That says something in and of itself, and I think that hurt them throughout the playoffs.
Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt. Artest and Powell in the forward slots, and Bynum. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. Now here's Anthony. Puts the hammer down. Yeah, Clark, thinking back to that Nuggets-Utah series, they were unable to take one on the road from the Jazz.
Yeah, and if they could have strung that series out and maybe climbed back in it with the road win.
And no problem at the line here for the three-point play. Carmelo Anthony grew up in the mean streets of Baltimore. He's certainly come a long way.
He really has, Kevin. I mean, he's seen a lot in his life. His father passed away when he was only 2 years old, and I think his maturation as a man has continued alongside his growth as a player.
Anthony on the double team, and it's Kobe missing.
This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your core star players.
Goes up, pass to Martin. Easy shot, and there's another one for the Nuggets. Scoring has always come easy to Carmelo, but he's been working on the rest of his game, Clark, as well.
Yeah, and you know, it's easy for people to criticize his defense, but he actually has made an effort to get better, and that's all you can ask. A player making an effort to improve in his weak areas.
Here's Kobe. Kenyon Martin making his last shot. Now Afflalo. He has 6. He dumps it off. Nene kicks to Anthony. From deep. No good. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way. Fisher with the ball. Outside Gasol. Pass to Kobe. Takes it up. And that one's good from Fisher.
You can't let them get that close to the hoop if you're the defense. Come on.
And here comes Billups, looking for his first bucket of the game. Here's Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here.
Kevin, you know, they're still doing a pretty good job of limiting their giveaways right now.
Bryant hammers it in. Here is Billups. 2:36 left in the third. Martin with a screen on Kobe. Billups against Fisher. Here's Afflalo. Buries the corner jumper. He's got 8.
You don't have to worry about him leading the team in scoring, but he will find ways to get involved on the offensive end.
And the Lakers call time here. Lamar Odom is checked in for the Lakers. Blake comes in for Derek Fisher. Denver also making some changes. Chris Anderson is checked in for Nene, and J.R. Smith's subbed in for Aaron Afflalo. Here's Blake. Here's Kobe. Up high and down hard.
Does he make it look easy or what, partner? Trust me, that's not easy.
Oh, I know it. I think he could climb over the backboard if he wanted to. Looking at the Nuggets, 34 wins in the Western Conference for this team last season. Pretty impressive, considering how good the West is.
I'd agree with you there. It's about what they did the year before, too. I mean, you can pretty much chalk up these Nuggets for 34, 35 wins in the conference year to year. He got baited into throwing that one. The defense was well on top of it.
Anthony against Gasol. Gasol against Anthony. Gasol covering. 5 on the clock. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Defended by Gasol. They couldn't beat the buzzer. That's a turnover. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They trail by 14. Outside Artest. Baseline jumper. It's blocked.
Well, Kev, they're making a strong statement under the boards. I mean, out-rebounding by a pretty good margin here.
Billups. Artest against Anthony. Gasol covering. From downtown. And Carmelo Anthony hits from deep. Anthony's got 22 points. Outside Artest. It's dumped off. Here's Kobe. Drops it in from 12 feet.
After his poor shooting in the first, he's found a way to turn it around here, getting hot. He just stayed with it, was consistent and patient, and now he's got a hot hand.
Now here's Anthony. Picked up by Artest. 4 seconds left, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
When he gets it going like this, you got to double team it. That's your only hope.
Here's Blake. The shot is off. He played through 3 in the double-digit game going on here. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he continues to make an impact on the defensive end, Kevin. He's made some key steals.
More from Los Angeles after this. While we're still getting underway here in the fourth, let's go down to Doris Burke, who has our Sprite Spark of the Game report. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, we've seen the spark in this game come from Carmelo Anthony. He's been a one-man wrecking crew out there for his team as his inspired play has really fueled the fire for his club. Should be a fun fourth quarter to watch, guys.
Thank you, Doris. You know, Clark, give me your thoughts, igniting his team much of the way.
Well, just a man on a mission, Kevin. His goal is not to let his team lose if he can help it.
Here's Lawson. So with Billups on the bench, here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. Carmelo Anthony and Al Harrington make up the forwards. Ty Lawson and J.R. Smith, they're manning the backcourt. And Nene.
He's taken center stage here in the second half. He's been getting bucket after bucket.
And here's Fisher. Here's Gasol, kept alive. And here is Blake. Back to Bynum. Harrington on him. Goes back up. And good with the shot. And the whistle blows for the contact and a chance for one more.
Well, they're trailing here, but you got to admire how hard they're playing. I mean, that kind of effort is a winning effort. They're working the ball inside and trying to do what they can to get back in it.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Anderson comes in for Nene. And Ronaldo Balkman subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Here is Balkman. Lawson outside. Four on the shot clock. With 1 second left, and it's Smith missing.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
Pass to Bynum. He's guarded by Harrington. Bynum kicks to Blake. Jacks up the triple, gets the bucket.
After struggling a bit in the first half from the arc, they've been able to turn it around here a bit. And I give them a lot of credit for staying with it, trusting in each other, moving the basketball, and stepping into those three-point shots.
Here is Lawson, following the three by the Lakers. Smith in the post, guarded by Blake. Now Anderson. It's hauled in by Bynum.
Smart D forced him. Oh! Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
Here's Lawson. Right around. 3 minutes left in the fourth. Harrington with it. Here is Balkman. Here's Smith. Nails the easy jumper. Smith's got his first basket.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot.
Gasol against Harrington. And again, it's the Lakers.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
Here's Lawson. He's covered by Fisher. Lawson with it. Harrington kicks to Balkman. The dump off for three. Another three for Denver.
For a player of his skill, it's going to take a lot better defense than that.
The Lakers really having a tough go here. It's a 14-point game, and the Lakers call time here. They're losing by 14. 2:04 left in the game. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Phil Jackson as he addressed his basketball team. He was clearly fuming. He told them, "You guys look like you're sleepwalking out there." He said, "I don't know if you rolled out of the wrong side of the bed this morning or what, but we've got to step up and wake up. Guys?"
And thank you, Doris. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Lawson outside. Here's Harrington. Smith outside. A missed three. Here are the Lakers. They trail by 14. Kobe dishes to Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
His height is really an advantage on that medium-range jumper. He can just rise up and pop it right over the defenders and get a good shot every time.
Here is Lawson. Harrington, the pass to Williams. Lets loose for three. The shot's good from Smith. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
Healthy lead, and with smart play the rest of the way, they should be able to win this one.
Artest kicks to Kobe. Over Smith, and again it's the Lakers.
He's been getting after it offensively, but they're still trailing here. One guy can only do so much.
Now Lawson. And here is Harrington. Pass to Smith. He's covered by Fisher. Smith kicks to Lawson. Smith, he's covered by Fisher. One on the clock, and it's Smith missing. And the Lakers have possession. Fisher from deep. Allen reels in the defensive rebound. Here's Lawson. Pass to Williams. And here is Harrington. Guarded by Kobe. Gasol covering. Harrington can't get it to go. Odom with it. Here's Artest. Sheldon Williams with the rebound.
You know, he can sink it from out there. It didn't happen that time, but at least it's in the back of the defense's mind that he will let it fly from there.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark and Doris and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Brand Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony.